You bringing up allyship. Could you tell me uh, what's a good example? Like, how do you be a good ally, especially to folks that you maybe do not know exactly what it is that they need to get that equal footing in the workplace?
Yeah, I think first and foremost, communication, right?
Uh,
It's very, very tricky to assume, one person needs what a group needs. Communicate, right? It's okay to have a thought process of, and I'm just going to pick one dimension of diversity where, let's say it's gender and sexual diversity and inclusion, right? Maybe you're in a meeting with, 10 people in the meeting. There's only maybe 2 to 3 women in the meeting, right? And maybe you're a man, you're someone who's male, and you're listening, you're kind of in the meeting, and you're noticing that, there's only 2 or 3 women there, and they're rarely getting a chance to speak up, contribute,
mm,
provide feedback. And you might instantly want to jump in and say, hey, like, let's let Sarah and Lucy, chime in. You might want to set that stage immediately. But it starts with the communication, right? Maybe you pull them to the side after and say, hey, I noticed during this meeting, it didn't seem like you were able to contribute as much as others in the meeting, right? Maybe they don't mind, maybe they don't care, and then that's fine. You let it go, no harm, no foul. But if they do notice and they say, you know what, yeah, I'm glad you pointed that out. Based on, kind of the dynamics, maybe my manager's in the meeting, I didn't necessarily want to speak up, but you may be in a position to. So it starts with that communication. And then from there, let the marginalized group or groups, speak to what the deficiency is, right? Maybe it's speaking up in a meeting. Maybe it's I'm being passed up for promotions. Maybe it's any number of things. And then collaborate on, what steps make the most sense to address that problem. Maybe it's a behind closed doors meeting. Maybe it's something more in public forum, but don't take too much into your own hands, if that makes sense.
I, I think that's great. And what I'm hearing is that check in with the person that you're trying to be an ally with. Don't just
Mhm.
assume that because Lucy and I forget the other name didn't get to speak up, that is like you should stop everything and say put the spotlight on them to speak up. That you want to check in to make sure that the way you're being an ally is the way that this person wants the allyship.
Yes.